Hello everyone, welcome back to the technical updates and tutorial series about my briefcase platform, which is a vertical AI uh, platform for property management automation for small teams. I want to talk about one major feature which every front-end application needs to have, which is the login and login flow. In the my briefcase web application, you can access the login through this button on the top right side. And behind the scene, I have decided to handle the login flow through Auth0 as the identity provider. And the main reason for going with Auth0 is that I have extensive experience working with Auth0 in more advanced architectures such as B2B or B2C platforms, and using multi-tenancy and organizations or tenants as a way to segregate the clients and the customers into on the platforms I have integrated Auth0 with. I also have experience with Auth0 API integration and automating different CM solutions and role-based access control. So with that information, I decided to use Auth0 for my briefcase as well. The other reason for this decision is that Auth0 is very convenient to use in small, simple applications as well. However, it's also easy to scale with it. For example, you can start Auth0 for only login, but you can scale that solution to include role-based access control eventually, and also make your application multi-tenant in a couple of different ways, which I will explain probably in a future video because it's out of scope for this one. So I feel that Auth0 can actually scale with our application, as our application matures. And due to all these reasons, I am happy with my choice of using Auth0 here. And I actually will take you all on this journey of adding additional CM and multi-tenancy features from Auth0 into the My Briefcase platform as we go through this regular updates, technical tutorial series throughout this year. So with that, let's get into Auth0 itself, and I will minimize this window. And on this side, this is the Auth0 dashboard. And one thing I want to identify and to keep you in the back of your mind for now is that when we create our account and log in, we are considered a tenant of Auth0. So me as a software a builder or a software provider, I'm already a tenant of another software provider like Auth0. And with my tenant, I have a choice to provide additional multi-tenancy. So it's basically a tiered approach to provide multi-tenant software. There are other ways to do multi-tenancy using Auth0, which I will do another video on in later. But just remember that we are currently considered this current login account is considered a tenant of Auth0. There are certain limitations with which comes with that, and I will slightly touch on that when we talk about universal login in this video and in another video as well. But for now, just let's keep that thought in your head somewhere, and let me now explain a few things which are really useful uh, uh, starting with Auth. And remember, I will be doing short videos on each of these things. So the first thing I will be talking about in a future video is something called connections, and that can be accessed from this tab. And the second thing will be something called universal login. The third thing will be we call applications, and the fourth thing is called APIs. So stay tuned for details on each of them coming up soon. Thank you.